Hello and welcome back. In this video I want to talk about another important aspect of my basic warm-up, and this one I would call left hand alignment. This is predicated on the idea of a natural form or position for the left hand. My teacher Carl Frug used to call it a dipped wrist. I used to get in a lot of trouble when my wrist would begin to bend, something along those lines. So the idea of a straight wrist, this might look straight, and maybe to play other instruments. I have a friend who's a great flute player. He looks at that as a straight wrist. But to play a string instrument, this is more like the alignment that I think we need. To get an idea what it would feel like, try picking up something. Like if I had a music stand right here, my hand would naturally assume that kind of a form. And try to do it with the way you're playing the bass and just see how that feels. I think what you're going to find is you're going to feel a lot of strain on your tendons. So when I'm playing this instrument, I'm going for that alignment, that kind of form. So in anything I'm doing, whether it's a shift study as we saw, or the finger combinations, scales, whatever I'm doing, I'm essentially trying to keep that form all over the instrument. Well, it's easier to keep it on the G string, maybe the D string, and a little more difficult to keep it on the lower strings. So if we move from the fingers and start moving the wrist, we get something we see commonly in bass playing, which looks like this. We start bending from the wrist, and then we get to the bottom of the instrument and we see that. So I'm going to put forth, well, I just avoid this like the plague, because we're using now different muscles to leverage, to provide the downward pressure. So let me show you what I'm doing in context, like if I were to do some basic finger combinations. Let's do that. And now I do that on the next string and the next. So you see I'm leading with the elbow. I'm moving around. So that's something that I think a lot of people don't think about, or it doesn't seem to be important. And that's cool. You know, great musicians are great musicians, but I think it will help with the development of a complete feeling of control, which would include vibrato and just access, lack of tension. This is a big instrument, so it's not an easy thing to play, but this has been my research. This has been my feeling. So my exercise then is just doing perfect force. I have it set up a certain way. I think it's a good way to start, because you start on the and then you come back. Is pretty far in now to play in fourth position. And that's it. That's as far as we go. So that's it for this video. That's a very short one, but that's the idea of the alignment in that exercise. And when I'm in thumb position or wherever I am, you can see that I'm keeping that alignment all the way up, just as a general rule. There's always exceptions. Rules are made to be broken, but that gives you a good sense of how you can approach the instrument. At least this is how I play. And that's it for this video, and we'll see you with the next one.